Is this for here or to go?
To go. I just want arroz con pollo.
Bueno, arroz con pollo. ¿Quieres tortilla de harina o de maíz? Do you want flour tortilla or corn?
Corn.
All right. 10 minutes.
Well, I wasn't ready to Spanish right then, but yo hablo español. Yo hablo, por favor, señor, regrese. Pregúntame otra vez. What's good? I hope y'all comfortable, because I'm about to tell you something super scary. Ooh, we got sound effects now? It's like an epidemic of sound effects. My bad. Algo que estoy seguro que os dará bastante miedo.
Me das miedo. Que no me asuste.
Cuando hables vuestra lengua meta, vais a cometer muchísimos errores.
Tengo miedo. Déjame en paz. Que me dejes en paz.
My name's EK. Welcome to What's Good English, the channel where I talk about curiosities of English, slang, everybody's favorite African-American vernacular English, and occasionally I give language learning advice. Porque no tendría mi canal si no hubiera aprendido español. And that is what I want to talk about today. How to get over the fear of speaking your target language, or at least how I got over it a little bit. The truth is, I still am afraid to speak my target language. I still have a lot of butterflies in the stomach every time I have to speak Spanish to somebody that is unknown. You can watch this video right here, which has a ton of errors that I committed over and over and over. I know I spent 20 hours of my life subtitling it, so I had to hear the same errors otra y otra vez. So how was I able to get over that fear and anxiety and to be able to fluently speak a language that I could not speak 20 months ago? Algunas meses después de empezar a estudiar español, me enteré que había un grupo que estaba reuniéndose en un centro comercial cerca de mi casa. Así que empecé a reunirme con ellos para practicar hablando español. That group met 2 times every month, and for the first few sessions, so like well over a month, I was so scared to talk. I didn't even know how to conjugate past tense, and I had so much anxiety about making a mistake when I was speaking to a group of learners who were also making mistakes. By the way, to everybody who says don't study with other people that are trying to learn the same language that you're trying to learn because you guys are going to teach yourself the same errors, don't listen to those people. Those people are wrong. Practicing helps build confidence. Speaking is speaking. You are leveling up those skills. Would you tell your 3-year-old not to speak to other 3-year-olds because the other 3-year-olds are going to not have good grammar and teach them how to say things incorrectly? No, you sound like an idiot. So why do you take advice like that and apply it to yourself? Dude, it is about communicating. If you say something wrong, it's totally fine. The errors will help you learn to not make that same error over and over again. Hoy estoy tan embarazado. No creo que puedas estar así. No me entendiste. He cometido un gran error. Y ya acabas de cometer otro. After a few weeks me acostumbré a tener conversaciones con ellos, era más abierto y bueno, me disfruté mucho mi experiencia con ellos. I also enrolled in the Lingo to Super Sprint, which I've talked about a few times on this channel, by the way, still not sponsored, and that really gave me a lot of the confidence that I needed to be able to speak to anyone in Spanish because I had to rely on my Spanish in a conversation with someone every single day for 90 days. And by the end of that 90 days, it was like, cool, whatever, I don't care. I can speak to whoever. Nobody cares about the mistakes that I was making. I continued to meet with different tutors and teachers. I still do in italki, and my level of confidence is really high enough to be able to nervously have a conversation with my favorite Spanish YouTuber for over an hour and put it out on Front Street with all of my errors. And if you didn't know that I was nervous during that conversation, if you're looking at it, especially if you don't speak fluent Spanish, or if you're not a native speaker or you don't know me, whatever, but yeah, I was nervous through that entire thing. But I'm actually really proud of that video because that represents my Spanish when I'm nervous. And I kept up that conversation pretty well. I think you can all agree. Meeting with people in real life and through video chats and whatnot gave me the confidence that I needed to be able to have a nervous conversation and maintain that nervous conversation all the way through. So that's basically how I overcame most of my fear of speaking my target language. I put myself in contact with people in situations where I was forced to actually speak the target language. It took me a long time. Like I said, I barely said a word to anyone for several weeks, for several months, when I was doing that reoccurring meeting at the mall, which I miss so much right now. I'll be glad when this whole pandemic thing is over so we can get back together and speak some Spanish. There are a few other things I did throughout my time learning Spanish which did help build up my confidence to speak when I finally was forced to speak. You can actually train yourself to get good at specific conversation types. The "oh my goodness, you speak my language" conversation is an extremely predictable one, so it makes it a great one to learn to get good at. It always goes down the same path. Why do you speak my language? Why did you want to speak my language? Do you have family that speaks my language? Do you have family that lives in the country where my language is spoken? Have you ever been to the country where my language is spoken? Do you want to go to or live in the country where my language is spoken? Wow, I can't believe you speak this thing. You can train yourself to get good at that conversation, and you can keep up that conversation for about half an hour or so before they even realize you can only talk about that specific conversation. And that will help build some confidence within you to be able to just speak. Read books, newspaper articles, magazines, Twitter statuses, memes, whatever, out loud, so you can get your mouth accustomed to making the sounds in your target language and build up that confidence and that regularity of speaking it all the time, so that when you do have to say something off the top of your head, you know that you can because you're already doing it. Practicing helps build confidence, so as much as you can, try to put yourself into situations where you're forced to speak, but on a small scale, with just a few people, or one-on-one in a video call or something like that will also work. La repetición va a acostumbraros a hablar y a tener menos miedo. Finalmente, quizás lo más importante y definitivamente lo más difícil para hacer es stop chasing perfection. It does not exist. You don't have it in your mother tongue, so why do you want to have it in a language that you're trying to learn? Every single one of my videos that I speak Spanish in on this channel has Spanish grammatical mistakes. You don't see everybody lighting fires in the comment section about them. Of course, now y'all gonna be talking all about the errors that I make in the comment section. Anyways, nobody cares about the mistakes that you're making. They care about being in the conversation with you. As long as you're not like, oye, ¿qué te regalaron? Dame la mano tuya, quiero verla un chin.
Él me dijo vaina, que significa cosa, creo que, en la República Dominicana, y también creo que se usa en Venezuela.
Oye, tú me dijiste que hablas español, contéstame.
Ay, pues él me dijo contéstame, que es la forma imperativo de contestar. Así que él quiere que yo lo contesta. No. Él quiere que lo conteste. Vale, venga.
¿Quieres verlo? Don't, as long as you're not that person, you're good, you're fine. People only want to have a conversation with you. They don't care if you make a grammatical mistake through the entirety of the conversation. They just want to be able to communicate. So if you have fluid communication, dude, that is enough. The only people that care about the grammatical mistakes are the people that are grading a grammar test while they're grading the grammar test. And then afterwards, they stop caring about the grammatical mistakes that you're making. Okay, there are some super grammar Nazis out there. However, the majority of people that you're gonna run into just wanna have a laugh with you. So just have a laugh about it. Our errors are our best teachers. So let them teach us and stop caring about it. It is super difficult to do, I know, but if you can get over that hump, you will have a lot less fear and anxiety trying to speak your target language. I hope everyone did enjoy this episode. I hope you got something useful out of it. Share it with anyone you think needs to hear the message. And yes, I know everybody wants to know, where's the next African American vernacular episode gonna be at? And I know that my language learning episodes aren't really the most popular thing that I do on this channel, but like I said before, I would not have this channel if it were not for Spanish. Si no hubiera aprendido español, no tendría mi canal. For that reason, I will continue to make these language learning advice episodes because I really do believe in them, and they gave me this channel. The language learning community and Spanish in general has enriched my life and given me all of this. So I will continue to do these. I've said that like so many times now in this video. Sorry for rambling. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will catch y'all on the next one. Ciao.